Hello, today's exciting video is all about my new brutalist alt baddie. It's a Lamy 2000 and I got it in the regular polycarbonate black color. So I had a choice between the black and the stainless steel, and I really wanted to get the stainless steel because in my head I was thinking I would get a better value out of it if I ever wanted to swap for it or sell it. But then I really thought about it, and the black colorway is what I really wanted. That is the color that drew me to the 2000 pen model. So instead of looking at it from, I don't know, like a investment point, which I really don't think these pens are technically an investment really, because they are like cars. They do depreciate in value a lot of the time. Sometimes, not always, because right now the pens are really expensive, so you could get a good value if you sell, but still, I really looked and I thought that I wanted the black colorway, so that's what I got. But enough about the chit-chatting. This is how it came with the butter paper wrapped, and the booklet was just on the outside chilling. It wasn't in the package, so I don't know what was up with that, but yeah. And then here's the box. It comes in a sleeve with the address, Lamy. It's quite bare bones, and I kind of like that about it. And then here it is. It came with a cushioning so the pen didn't jostle around during shipping too much. And this is just the box. There's nothing underneath. At first, when I opened it and I looked around, I was like, wow, there's no cartridge. The pens always come with cartridge. And then I remembered that this is a piston filler, so it doesn't need a cartridge. So obviously it won't come with one. This is all that's in the box because this was on the outside. This is the instruction sheet in case you don't want to watch multiple YouTube videos, because that's what I did before I got the pen. And then you can have your purchase date, just all of the guarantee stuff. Here's all the pen models. It kind of seems less. I feel like I thought Lamy had a lot more. And now that I'm looking at it, the Safari is nowhere on this, what you call it, template. I guess this is all just their very expensive pens. They're like, yeah, we don't want to include our cheap ones. And then here's all the instructions of how to clean it. Oh, it's for all of them, and this is the only one that I kind of made, but it gives you the instructions on how to fill it and how to close it, I guess, because there's no cleaning instructions. But yeah, this is just a advertisement brochure, basically. And here's the pen. I got it in an oblique medium, OM. This is what it comes in. This is also quite bare bones. So here's the inside, just the pen in a plastic sleeve. That's it. That's all. Nothing's in there. That's it. And here's the pen. Here she is, my minimalist baddie. I really love her. I do need to ink up, but so far I really like the look of it a lot. Here's the top part of the pen. It is a shiny surface compared to the rest of the pen. And at the bottom, there's a stainless steel that is surrounded by the polycarbonate. So there's like 3 stainless steel accents, or I guess 4 if you really look at it. So the clip is stainless steel, the grip section is stainless steel, then this ring with the knobs is stainless steel, and the bottom is also stainless steel. So those are the 4 stainless steel accents. It's pretty cool. I also think this is going to be my favorite pen because there's some sentimental value attached, because this was my birthday gift from my best friend. So I am definitely going to write a lot of letters with it as thank you. Here's the Lamy on the right side of the clip, And then there's Germany on the inside. There's like Germany, as you can see right there. There's Germany and then 2. So Germany 2. I'm not sure what the 2 means. And I've watched a lot of videos on it because I do my research. So I don't know what the 2 means. So if anyone knows, please let me know. And then it's a really satisfying snap cap pen, which I really like. And here's the pen. It's so pretty. I love this grip section, but I do know that it can get slippery because, yeah, I can already feel it, but I still love it. And then I had a problem with my order. One of the items that I got wasn't available in my order, so I did open up to check for sure that this is an oblique medium nib. So you cannot see the nib width, I guess. Like usually you have the fine, medium, large stamped on the nib. But since this is a hooded nib, you kind of have to disassemble it, which I kind of did right away because I wanted to make sure. And when I did that, I saw that there's some ink left over, so we're going to clean it up. So basically, this just hold it tight. It comes off. Let's put her to the side. Please don't run off. And do not, under any circumstances, lose this clip. Or not clip, what would you say? This ring. Because that is very important. Very, very important. If you lose it, the seal kind of, you can't screw it all the way in, and the seal is kind of broken. You can see there's a gap right there, so the ink can just leak out. So don't do that. And putting it back in was kind of hard too, so I'm going to see if I've gotten a hang of fitting it in. I was really freaking out. I was like, oh no, did I break my pen? But no, you just have to like find the right orientation to slip it in. And now to take the nib apart, you just push lightly, very lightly, and here comes the nib. Usually Lamy, you can pull the nib out just like this for the Safari and any other, but for the 2000 it is a hooded nib. So, and here, let's see, can I show it? Yeah, there's the OM. I wish I had a DSLR. I know I say that all the time in all my videos, but for real. Here's a really blurry OM, but you can see it. And then there's the usual 585 denoting the 14 karat nib, the gold content. Oh, you can see some of the blue that I was talking about, the blue ink. Let me zoom out a bit more so you can get better focus maybe. I don't know. But okay, I think you can see the blue, but I'm going to soak this and let's see how much ink comes. Because Lamy kind of tests their pens with their blue ink. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, if you're inking this with Lamy blue or any blue ink, then it's fine. But if you're not, then for sure clean your pen or soak it. This isn't an indication of someone using the pen or that you've got a used pen. It's just that Lamy does it. Sometimes it could be an indication, which is why I think this is a terrible practice for Lamy, because you never know if you're getting a really new unused pen, you know? And if you're paying the whole value for it, then obviously everyone wants an unused pen, you know? But yeah, I think I've gotten all of it. I probably haven't, but this is the best that I'm willing to do because I'm too excited. I want to ink it up already. And let me wipe this up and then we'll go through the assembly again. Here's my stained napkin. Basically just dab it up. I'm going to try and get most of the water out, but if I don't get all, it's fine. Just dab, dab, dab. I think this is all blue from this nib. Now let's assemble it. Make sure that this nib comes through the rounded crescent of the pen. So orient it as such. Here. And then just push it in. Don't be too harsh. It's all quite intuitive, I think. Just push it in lightly. Yeah, there we go. That was a little scary. But it's okay. I think if you don't go too hard or too brutal on it, it should be fine. There we go. And here are the indents. You have to make sure that these squared rectangular edges go into the indents, basically. The last time I did this, oh wow, and I got it in on the first try. Oh no, wait, there's that problem that I was facing the last time. Do you see? It's not going in. So I was just toggling it around, and I think now it's in, but I don't know if the other side has come out. Nope, both sides are in. So you just have to like get them both in and just toggle around if you can't, and it will go in. At least it should. When you open up the pen, make sure that it's fitting it well. If the orientation or this is off at first, don't open it. Take a picture, send it to whatever retailer you got it from. If you got it secondhand, I don't know, I guess talk to the seller first. If they don't respond, if you paid with PayPal goods and services, and start a case. But because it needs to orient properly, otherwise you have a leaky pen problem. So here she is, and a very satisfying click. Let me put my mic right next to it so you really hear the click. So let's do this. Very satisfying click. It's gonna take me getting used to open it, because I get a little scared to like really pull it out. Yeah, there we go. I think, yeah, it was very new, so it was taking a while to open, and I think you just need to play with it a little bit more. But I'm gonna keep it not fully closed because I do need to ink her up. And I know this is going to have a lot of people clutching their pearls, but I want to ink her up for the very first time with the shimmer ink. It's just the ink that I envisioned it with. The ink, I got them both together, and that's the ink that I want to put it in, or I want to use that ink in the pen. I want to put the ink in the pen. Okay, you get what I'm saying. So the ink that I want to use with it is the Varingo I Am a Cat. It's like a nice stormy gray with gold shimmer. I'm not going to mix the particles. As you can see, the pretty shimmer. Ooh, sparkly. I'm not going to shake it up too much. I'm going to let it sit for a minute so the shimmer gets all the way to the bottom. So not too much shimmer gets into my pen. Now I kind of want the shimmer. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'll shake the bottle. Let's get the shimmer in. Not too much, but enough. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of shimmer in. Doesn't have to be all of it, but yeah, there's still some. Okay, now let's fill the pen up. Let's uncap her. So to fill it up, you pull out the piston knob all the way. Okay, and basically here is the ink hole. So basically this needs to be submerged into the ink, and then only then you can suck the ink up, and then it'll pull in the ink like you do when you suck on a straw. That was a terrible analogy, but it gets the point across. Oh wow, I really closed the bottle. There we go. I know you can do multiple filling in and pulling out. Oh, interesting. Did I even submerge this? Because there's no ink on the stainless steel. That is very cool. I think I did. Okay, I think I filled it up, but that is so cool. No inky fingers, no incidents. Isn't that cool? Usually you submerge the grip into the ink and there's a lot of ink left, but since this is stainless steel, there is absolutely no ink on it. Wow, I love that. Oh my god, I think this pen is going to be my favorite, maybe. Okay, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I always cap my pens. So here it is capped. I think it's pretty cool still. Let me write down the ink name. Let me write down the ink name, but I'll do the writing sample on my Muji. The ink name is, I don't know the spelling. Not a lot of sparkle is coming through in the writing, but maybe... Oh no, there is sparkle. Never mind. It's just that this swatch has so much sparkle. And it does dry fast for shimmer ink. Not bad. I have heard that Wearingeul inks are quite dry, so that might be it. Today is the 11th, right? Or is it the 12th? Oh, it's the 12th. 02/26. So I have this in oblique medium, like I said, and usually it's leaning towards the left. This is a left oblique, which is why it's kind of skipping. I think I need to learn this nib more, and I can see the slant a little bit. Or is it in my head? Nope, that's not in my head, because you can see it in the shadow as well. There's a very slight slant. Let me draw it so you can see. So there's like a slant like this. This is my best drawing, but this is how the nib is. That is so cool. So to get a good full writing, I need to hold the pen as such to a slant. Usually I write like that, which is why this was a perfect nib for me and why I got it. So I don't think it would be that big of a problem for me, because that is how I write, but I still have to get used to this nib. Okay, let's see. Lamy 2000 oblique medium with, yeah, see, it's skipping a bit. I need to get used to this. Let's see, so I have to hold it as such to the slight left. Let's see, this is my letter. There's some pressure on my last two fingers of holding. I think I really do need to get used to this pen, because I feel like if I learn how to use it well, it might turn out to be my favorite. And my hand is kind of slipping on the stainless steel, so maybe I'll try and hold it by the, would you call it ears? But these knobs that are right here where the pen unscrews. I never wrote to me. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I like that grip a lot more. A little behind on the pen. So I think on the stainless steel there are no knobs. So if you're someone who knows that these knobs would kind of irritate you, I would suggest go with the stainless steel, because these aren't present on that pen. Of course, you can hold it all the way to the back, but I don't think I can. Can I write? No, my handwriting is getting weird. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to get used to it, write a lot more with this pen and figure it out. Because, okay, usually I write low with this, but I think I need to write at a higher angle to this slant. Or maybe it is that this ink isn't flowing. So it might also be that the ink is not flowing and the ink is too dry for it. Which, if that is the case, then I'm going to be really sad, because then I'm going to have to clean this pen out and fill it with a different ink. So I'm really, really hoping that is not the case. But I think this is it for now. I think I'll come back in 2-3 days once I've used it a lot more. And if it's the ink, I'll talk about that in the video. If it's not, and if it starts flowing more, then no problem, I'll be using this same ink. This was fun. I think I really like this pen. Oh, and here's the ink window. I should have mentioned that earlier. That is a very satisfying click. Okay. I'm going to fill up my platinum next, so that'll be a short video. Bye.